Alright, let's do this. It's control time. Alright, we gotta go find Marshall, huh? Where was Marshall at?
I hope the grease monkeys in maintenance can keep the lights on. A blackout would be the end of us.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we are going... the elevator. We gotta go up to research parapsychology. Containment sector? Wait, I can go down there now? That sounds fascinating, but let's stick to the plot for now. I'm sure it's going to send us down there before too long. Okay. Wow, the red carpet treatment. Wow. So, big title. Alright, what do we got? Lord. No, what? Ooh. Collect 80. I collected it. Oh, that's a collectible. Okay.
Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens.
Hey, Dr. Darling.
Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now.
Nice
I've
lab.
always been here.
Little quaint,
And through
old-fashioned.
those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known
Just
laws
like real
and
life.
borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
It's a good threat. I like that threat. Vague and to the point.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
He didn't seem that mad, honestly. Kind of seemed fairly, down to earth. Considering. Speaking of mad. Alright, what are we looking at here? What's our layout? Ah, oh wow, this area is huge. Okay. 3 full, and it looks like there's a, is that an entire subsection down there? Okay, alright, well we're gonna be spending some time here, baby. Let's get familiar. They just whispering, they doing their thing. Let's do our thing. Plant complaint. Alright, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where do these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. So there's something funky about the plants. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the as soon as I figure out how to get over this desk. Somebody... oh no, that's a partition. I thought they flipped their desk. Somebody tried to make a final stand in here. Oh, these plants. Yeah, these are all over the place, aren't they? Hello? Ooh, they've learned, okay. They've learned a new trick. I'm out of ammo already. Oh, jeez. This is an effective gun against them because it causes them to recoil a lot. Almost as much as the gun. Where'd he go? Can I catch these ones out of the air? Let's find out. Fire it at me. Do it, you coward. You won't. You won't. Nope. Can't grab those rockets out of the air. Only the grenades. Got it. Fair enough. Now we know. Is that a sniper? New enemy type. Oh, jeez. Alright. Switching gun. So where those ones are at right now, that's about my max effective distance here. Right there. That was pretty much it. Are they behind me? No. Okay. Oh god, I almost flung myself. That would bad. That would be bad. Going in! There was a lot of enemy. Holy crap. There's still another one? Oh. One didn't get destroyed. Okay. Phew! They're really slamming them down here. Well, hello. It is me. I must get you to safety. Hold on. Never mind. Can't open the door. Apparently my other hand doesn't work when I'm focusing on control. What is this? Little cubby? Can I get in? No. Cam is off. Hello. What's up, Mike? Oh, shit. It's too late. It's tough. It's not so much that I notice I'm too late either. It's that in the middle of a gunfight, like I'm focusing on the gunfight, you know? That, and I gotta stay operational. It's hard to, like, you know. It's more, chat's gotta learn to anticipate these situations more. Is that mold? Wait, can I go in here? This is danger. Why is it blue? Hello? Okay, it's not mold. Oh. Oh, that's a long ways down. I should not go down. Is that mold? No, it's not mold. It is mold. I'm just not taking damage from it for some reason. Wait, this isn't mold. This is something different. This is a different, like, plant takeover. That's wild. They got a lot of plant problems here. We should probably work on those. Or, crap. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by Redacted, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau. But we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought Black Rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases, and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Oh, good, much bigger letters. Okay. Hiss Sniper. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the Hiss snipers are well aware of how to use it. I see that. Sharp. Refer to file redacted for full report. New hotline. We have two new ones. Internal lockdown and the Hiss. Okay.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
So I'm still wondering what his motivation was for refiring the armament. He tried to take a second shot. What was the benefit of that? What was the point? Was that his resignation, basically? Interesting. The Hiss. Oh, wait. To corrupt chaos. The Hiss is to corrupt chaos. The astral plane is a conflux switchboard. The hiss will come for us all. You must stop. Shut up them. Eloquent. So the hiss is a... So the hiss is a K-class event, then. Basically. A Keter K-class event. I've been worrying that this is too painful for you, that you get a headache from loss of glasses. No, it's fine. I have to be without my glasses for an extended period of time, and trying to do reading during that extended period of time. Alright, excellent. What is our... So we gotta go to... Do we want to do this? Go to the mailroom? I failed the last one. I'm kind of curious what the rewards are for it. Alright, let's hit the mailroom quick. Is there a control point here I can take over? No? That would have been too convenient. Is there a control point over there? Maybe. Hang on. I'm heading out. I'll be back in 14 minutes. Mailroom's easy to get to. Plenty of time. And I guess we'll see once and for all whether this is actually worth doing or not. If not, then I can just ignore him in the future. I believe mailroom's in the executive sector, right? Yeah, it was executive, and then it was it upstairs? I think it was upstairs. Or was it this way? It was this way, wasn't it?
Waste time. Focus on the work.
Deadlight, yeah, it's this way. This is wait, is this just dead letters? Where's the mail? Oh, the mailroom is... Crap, how do we get to the mailroom again? I don't remember. It's back here. Crap. Keep your darn fangled rockets to yourself. How do I get to the mailroom? To the communications department? Holy crap. Doofer. Big double tap, baby. Big double tap. Just coming with me. Still somebody here. Aha, they're behind me. Oh, that rocket would have been the end of me. Where'd he go? Where's the rocket dude? Okay. There's still more. We're not done yet. Okay, who else? Anyone? There we go. Oh, that was a lot. Okay, mailroom. That was 3 minutes. Mailroom. Maybe it's up here. It's up here? No, I can't get to it from up here. I have no idea how to get to the mailroom. Can I get there from Deadlet? Communications department. Deadlet. Yay. Yeah, I do think I get to it from this way. I think we have to go through dead letters. There's gotta be a door. There's a door here somewhere, right? Aha! Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. This should be it. Okay, mailroom is... right down this way. I'm protecting, baby. I'm protecting. We're gonna team fight, baby. I'm helping. I'm helping. Friendly. Got it. Understood. Alright, where they at? I'm taking the high ground. Box them in. Hey, you guys don't mind if I use your buddy as ammo, right? Yeah, they seem cool with it. Okay, where are they at? I gotta follow that around and destroy it, eh? Okay, opening down, opening down. I repeat, opening down. Oh, that one didn't stop ticking, unfortunately. Uh-oh, I'm gonna juice. Man down, I repeat, man down.
Get around them.
Shit, the exploders are down here. They're wreaking havoc on my team. Don't everyone crowd the guy with the explosives. Jeez. I got one dude left, and he's walking at an exploder. He literally walked face first into an exploder. It's tough. It's tough when you... Yeah, okay, we just don't do personnel rescues. They're too dumb for their own well-being. They were crowding around a guy with explosives and heavy armor, and then one decides to give a martyr enemy a hug. Goodbye. It's tough. Oh my god. Hey, Sleepy, how's it going? What's good? Pierce. I hear Pierce is fun. Oh, I need intrusive patterns and astral blips, which I do not have yet. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade grip for now, I suppose. Sure. Now I need to get these things. Understood. Board countermeasures. Got a few of these done, though. Hey. Your armor knight's turtles are irritating. Crack them open. Tasty. That's spooky. Sure. Shatter projectile choke is the reward. Surge maneuvers. I don't have surge. Pierce maneuvers. I do have pierce. Maybe worth picking up. And hiss guards in the executive? I mean, sure. Oh, I can only take 3 at a time. Alright, fair enough. Abilities. Still not enough points, fair enough. Alright, we can fast travel back now. That's the upside here. To executive. Did you find that last ranger? No. Was not able to find it. So, I think I abandoned the quest. But it's okay. Actually, it changed the quest. I didn't abandon it. It switched it to a trooper and executive for some reason. I don't know why. Because I never accepted a trooper and executive quest, I don't think. Well, anyway. I have a level 3 clearance pass now. I can go into level 3 doors. Haha. Lord. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over redacted years. That's public records, people would know. It's a weird redaction. Originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranormal. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of Redacted and Redacted in its first year of operation alone. In this report, the investigation sector have cataloged and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation. In order to help AWE occurrence analysis, the more redacted results of Night Springs have also been cataloged in a separate report. Okay. I had a feeling that was the case. Yeah, that's how they weed things out. Makes sense. Well,
The building lockdown is in effect to keep the Hiss quarantined. We couldn't open the doors even if we wanted to. So we're stuck here.
It's no longer in lockdown. They're operating on outdated information. That's tough. Actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and let me swap spin for grip again. I think grip's just a little better than spin, I think. Especially if you can land them sweet, sweet headshots. Speaking of which, where's the headshot one? There it is. And give a little accuracy too. That's kind of huge. There we go. Okay. So I think these only drop from tier 3 enemy. Or special enemy. Not sure which. One of the two. So we need to go fight more of them. Which is where we're heading. Okay, back down to research. We're doing some monster hunting today. Not sure if you got lucky on reward rolls or not. Is 6 rares you don't need instead of 2 commons you do need, lucky or not? It's like Schrodinger's luck. Bit skeptical of naturally skeptical population of America bit. No, I'd say the majority population is pretty skeptical. Like, obviously the nutters are pretty loud and they're easy to spot. And they're like, ah, the aliens are probing the frogs or whatever, you know? But the vast majority are pretty skeptical. Unless it's political. Then they just believe whatever the fuck they hear. Both sides, for that matter. Alright, this is not my shotgun. I gotta actually aim. Hold on. Whoops. I'm blasting like it's the damn shotgun. Okay, this is fine. Oh, wait, what got me? Aha! Oh, ow! Okay, so this is why I was like, this gun is probably good. What the hell are you? Are you floating on something? Is that a chair? Huge! He's got a bag on his head. Honestly, I think this gun might just actually just suck. I think Spin is actually outperforming it. I think the issue with it is that it's a gun that definitely benefits from pinpoint accuracy, but you don't get pinpoint accuracy. Far from it. Okay. But I'll keep going with it. Give it a fair shake. Okay, so I was over here already. This was all, there's a projector. This was, oh, this is a different room. Okay, I was not over here. What do you think's on the projector? Synchronicity. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected to no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at what result. The visionary Carl Jung laid down the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Well, fair enough. Is that a bed? Perv. Got the camera trained right on the bed. Too many cameras. Nobody should see what I do in here. Okay, took 3 shots. 1. Okay, got first that time. Cool. What's upstairs? Let's find out what's up here. Because I honestly have no idea where we're even going, so we're just kind of chilling and exploring until we find a clue. That's a pretty decent clue, Dr. Darling's office. That might be something. Dimensional research. Well, that's definitely not the way we were supposed to go, but that sounds fun. Fun's a good reason to explore something. Alright, let's check the singular office first. Multimedia. HRAs, okay.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs.
He has a very different personality here.
Do you
He's
always need to
haggard.
wear them?
He's stressed. He's worried.
What's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
He's run himself ragged.
Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified not water might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding.
He is kidding. It's not quick or
Won't
painless.
make me more.
It's excruciating, it looks like. It's like being suspended in hell. Resonance theory, okay. Resonance, it's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us, but what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted. I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWE's altered items, objects of power. Do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Okay. I see it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. There we go. I can stop it. Clink, 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 clink. Ah, it's a terrible, great noise. Budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in administration, Dr. Abram Lewis. A bribe and malarkey. And complete bullshit. I wonder who got it, though. The astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the Redacted and the astral plane that object of power or altered item. It's one of the two. There's some weird redactions in this game. It's like they saw, the SCP files. They do redact a lot of stuff. Let's redact things. So they just randomly redact nouns and stuff. But half the time, based on the context of the sentence, you know exactly what got redacted. Because they didn't really plan it out. They wrote all the lore, then just decided to randomly redact stuff, it feels like. And it shows. And the astral plane to that item. Making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. A dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the object of power. Okay. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Yeah, sure. Still going, baby. Still going. Damn, we hit like the treasure trove of lore. Astral Plane Counter Essay. Dr. Darling is insisting that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank. Not blank, redacted. An entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little than I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power and the blank and the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. So this is either fabric or essence. See, this one shouldn't have been redacted. This is a weird redaction. It doesn't mean anything, and you can context your way around it. These ones, that's technically the board, but somebody who isn't playing the game and doesn't have the meta information I have, these are a good redaction. These ones make sense. This should not have been redacted. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, another good redaction, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? That's also another... yeah, that's actually... That one's a decent redacted. So really only one bad redaction in this file, and that's here. Not bad, but pointless. That one wasn't as bad as a lot of others, but... We are not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations. We have smartphones for that. Also, well, no, you can't actually bring smartphones in here. Nothing with Wi-Fi can come into the Bureau. Bad things happen. The Scuppas are... They're in the waves. They're getting in your brains through the phones. It's the 5G. We're gonna go back in here. It's nice in here. Like, they got floating stuff. I'm sure this isn't expensive or important. Got him. He just sat there and took that one, too. It's tough. How many of you floaters are there? Got him. Okay, that was 2. There's another one, because somebody threw some... chair dude. Old Cherry McGillicuddy. Well, that's not gonna work. Alright. That'll do nicely. Oh. Okay, I figured out a use for the grip. It's actually surprisingly effective against those guys, once you get their armor down anyway. Especially because they got a big head too, and it doesn't move around a lot. It's way more effective than the shoddy anyway. You kind of just gotta aim for the chest and hope you randomly accidentally get a headshot. Honestly, like that. That's the way to do it, honestly. Aim for the chest and rando headshots. Easy. Barely any... There's still somebody alive? Hello? Oh, there you are. Well, I'm going down to take the fight to them. This is it. I'm ready. Hey there, buddy. How you do? There's more of you down here than I was anticipating. That's tough. That's not good. Fuck. I did not anticipate there being that many down there. I thought it was one dude left. It's like 3. They cover up spelling errors with redaction. Oh, hey, that's that. You could be right on that. That's what I do. It's called whiteout. They just use blackout instead. I like that he mentioned how they monitor where people go and what they say, regardless of whether or not they wear NHRA. You feel like that did more to convince people to wear them than anything else he said in the recording? Oh yeah, 100%. It's like, bro, this don't matter. We're doing it anyway, so put this on. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. That makes sense. They got cameras in every corridor. Yeah. Yeah, subpar redactions is a common complaint about this game, a minor one. It's pretty small, but it is a very strong thematic one, because well-done redactions are critical to good SCPs. Good SCP reports and files, so... It is minor, but it's kind of important at the same time, just for the theme. Hey, buddy. Ow. Yeah, I felt that rocket come. Oh, that wasn't even a rocket, it was you. Yeah, you used your dash already, dummy. Loser. Ah. He's just walking right in at me like I'm not a threat. It's a distraction for the flyer. What, is he okay? You think he knows he's here? I don't think he understands what's happening anymore. Still can't hit him. Amazing. Hey, I got an intrusive pattern. I need more of those. Okay, well, there was still more up top we could do. Let's head back up top. This is where they got me. They did me dirty. There was one dude there. There were two here. There were two exploded. It was... Ugh. I shouldn't have jumped down. Been following the LOTR MTG set? No. So I've seen some of the memes, but that's about it. But basically anything MTG does at this point is hot garbage anyway, so does it really matter? MTG hasn't been good in a while, and they have just terrible practices, so it's one of those things like, who cares? They want to make a laughing stock of themselves, let them do it. This seems good. To be fair, unnecessary redactions are an often complaint. A lot of SCPs too. Yeah, well, yeah. Wait, what? What is it?
Pass through.
Can never pass through?
Dimensional research.
Wait, where are we?
Every measure of security.
Okay. Whatever the hell that means. Alright. So that's the downside to it being a group thing. Like a group organized narrative prompt, essentially, is what SCP is. And, because, you know, you're always going to get different qualities of writers making SCPs and stuff like that. The collaboration isn't always going to be on its A game. So, and redactions are kind of hard to make meaningful. You got to understand why you're redacting it and everything, so, I can't think of any that I've seen recently that had bad redactions, but I'm sure there's plenty of them out there, especially minor SCPs. Long story short, Wizards of the Coast released a 1/1 serialized one-ring card with Elvish instead of the normal rules text. Shop price is up to about $450 for a collector's box. The One Ring has been found and graded by PSA. If people are dumb enough to chase it, let them chase it. I honestly, that's probably the least dumb thing Wizards of the Coast have done with this new set. Is it stupid? Yeah. But there's a lot of stupid people that really want that card, so if they're willing to part with their money, take their money. Where the hell am I? Wait, where am... Oh, I'm going into the ashtray haze. Maybe I shouldn't keep going this way. This way seems questionable. Maybe I should keep going this way. This way seems questionable. Well, apparently I'm locked in now. Ain't no going back. Alrighty. Okay. It's kind of dickish behavior. What if I go back this way? Nope. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. We just went in a circle, by the way? Yep. Okay, well, I can leave now. Oh, wait, it basically told me I have to leave. I can't go through here yet. It won't let me. Is there another option at some point? Oh, wait. No, it's different. It's different. Okay, hang on. Yeah, it tried to bamboozle me. Look at that, I just got some tier 3 mods. Huge. Wallpaper's a little messed up there. I don't know if maintenance knows that or not. Okay, now it's less background. I wonder, can I... What if I go through one more time? Does it kick us out to the other side? Okay, we got a new outcome again. Just kidding. We did not get a new outcome. It just sealed me. I mean, it was technically a new outcome, but... I think it's trying to tell me now that... Wait, no. Do I... this place is getting more and more messed up the longer I'm here. I'm just gonna keep going until we hit the same outcome again. Oh, never mind. I think we just... Okay. Alright, we're looping now. I can't go through until it's time to go through, I guess. Alright, one more. It's when you're ready, finally ready to quit. That's... No, okay. We're hitting the same stuff now. Just kidding. It's looping. I'll be back. Peaks in during a low time during my appointment. The maze. Hope you're having fun, Joe. Oh, I'm having a delightful time. Redaction. Okay. Someone was offering 1 million USD, and I'm pretty sure WTC offered 1 million to whoever found it. A fool and his money are easy to part, you know? I mean, if somebody's got that much of a disposable income, you know, fuck it. Let them have it. It's no different than them going out and buying like a Rembrandt or something. Except Rembrandts have historical, you know, importance. Hey, bro, would you stop wiggling? Very hard to shoot you when you wiggle. And when I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, which is very difficult for me. I don't usually think and talk. It's usually one or the other. Is he? Oh, he's beefy. He's gonna be tough to... Ah! Somebody gave me an explosive. Huge. What great teamwork. Okay, we got him. Executive hiss nodes? Nah. Actually, I did get pretty good loot, even though I failed. Nah. I already did one. Stick to the story for now. I fell! I'm gonna die! Loot everything before it happens! Run! I'm an idiot! Wait, there's not as many enemy down here as I thought there were. And they don't have explosives. We're okay. Wait, how did you get up there? You were down here. Did you, like, face up through the floor? That's wild. Yeah, he was right down here. They can teleport. Either that or he bugged out hard. He went up a floor. That explains why I have trouble finding him sometimes. It's like they can relocate. Hello? Personal mod's full. I gotta tear some stuff down. That's not how I do it. G. Okay, we getting cool new personal mods, 23% health. That's not too bad. Oh, 27%, pardon me. It's a small boost, I'll take it, yeah. Ooh, tier 4. Daddy like. Shield strength, no. Unless that has an impact on the damage when I blow it. Probably not, though. Launch efficient energy cost. I'm going to take the health recovery, honestly. It seems decent enough. Okay, weapon mods. Have I gotten anything cool and new? Recoil reduction, don't care. Nothing new here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bust this down. Might hold on to the projectile spread one, though. For later. Reload speed might be worth keeping just for the spin in case I decide to use it again. Not a high enough value. Okay, let's go with... Alright, let me go back in here, actually, bust some of this stuff down. Okay. I'm going to keep the shield strength one and launch energy cost, just in case. Okay. Hold on to those. Alright, so we're done up top. We're done on this middle floor. We're gonna go down. Is all hell gonna break loose again? Not just yet. Give it time. It'll do it. It'll happen. It always does. Glad there are others to whom WOTC and MTG has been dead for a while. It's not just me. No, it's they lost their way a long time ago. I have no interest in anything they do anymore. That is a chapter that I have closed off, put behind me. Okay. Emergency call summary. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE Redacted, good redaction by the way, in which redacted. Aggressive redacting, but not bad redacting. Event is believed to have been caused by redacted, more good redacting. And as a result, the following measure has been taken to prevent redacted. Too much redacting on that one. Excessive, a little bit excessive. None of them were bad redactions, but it was too much for the sake of the game, you know? Ow. Feels good, man. You gotta give me at least some breadcrumbs, you know? Can't redact everything. I think parapsychology is where we're supposed to go, isn't it? Hey, another astral blip. Hopefully we get a couple more of those. Then I can get that puncture, pierce, pause. Brosnan? Yes. Oh yeah, access level 3. That's the intended route. Perfect. Okay, I already went down there. Didn't see anything. Let's clear the bottom floor, and then we'll go to parapsychology. I think the bottom floor is self-contained, so... Boom. Good thing we came down to check. And I see that's not lore. Never mind, just kidding. It looked like lore for a second. Radio. Aha! Somebody was using lore as a tray for their food. Perfect. I do like grease stains on my lore. Hubert, Blackrock Analysis. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab, plus it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Blackrock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you call it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? The MN always throws me off. Haha! I'm not secretly in love with you. Please don't read too much, or do read too much into this. Read a lot into this and tell me what you think, actually. Haha! Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Okay. No, fair enough. I hope the 2 made it. Ashtray maze. That's spooky. The worst part is it's not even a PSA Perfect 10, it's a 9. Oh no. It's tough. Packaging, you know, you gotta package it, then it's gotta be shipped, and who knows what's gonna happen to it when it gets to the shipping place, you know, where the store and the physical locations, and, or if you're buying online, we gotta slap it in a box and then give it to FedEx, and you know they're gonna throw it around like a frisbee. Oh my god, is it even possible to get a 10 anymore? Oh, jeez. You can't do the maze yet, by the way. I have no sound, so... Okay, excellent. Creating artificial scarcity and complaining about NFTs at the same time. Wait, who's complaining about NFTs while... Wait, does Wizards of the Coast hate NFTs or something? Are they complaining about NFTs? I had no idea. Well, hey, maybe there's some redemption for them out there after all. Rather not spend $1 million on a signed first edition copy of the Silmarillion. Oh, you'd rather spend... Yeah, me too, honestly. That would be... That's history right there. Like, that's meaningful history. That's a much better use of $1 million. And one that might actually hold its value. Because, cards... Their value tends to fluctuate a lot. It's $1 million today, it's 50,000 tomorrow, it's $2 million in 3 years, and then suddenly it's down to $450 because no one cares anymore. And then at some point it'll fluctuate back up to $1 million. You know, it's just it's very sweaty. I like how much spatial awareness you had there. Quite a few streamers ran around in circles for quite a while before realizing that they were running around in circles. Well, that's me, spatially aware. It's, Wizards of the Coast has a problem with their foiling. It curls when it dries. You need to put them near a humidifier to unpringle them. That's tough. Design flaws keeping you away from your perfect 10. You gotta hate it. Everybody complains about NFTs, but when it's trading cards or stuff like that, it's okay. And it's the same thing, creating artificial scarcity to print money. This, you're right. Well, okay, hold on. So, there's one key difference here. One is a physical object. One is an idea of an object that can't effectively be secured in any meaningful way. because it's on the internet. There is a difference. Now, whether you find that to be a meaningful difference, that's a personal journey you're going to have to take. I can't tell you either way. I can tell you, I think it's a meaningful difference. Am I right? Fuck no. Who knows? Who cares? Something like this has value to the individual. This is not something that has value to everyone. Unlike NFTs that have value to nobody except for scammers and rug pullers. Do I think this is worth the money? Do I think it's that value? No, I don't. But at least it's a physical object that can be secured, locked down, one of a kind, serialized. Sure. There's something of substance here. Still gonna laugh at whoever spent $1 million on it. But at least it's something I understand. It's no different than buying a painting, I guess. And there are other people out there who will also affix value to it, so it has meaningful value in that capacity, and somebody can't just save as, you know? That's the save as is a tough one for NFTs. Yeah, sure, yours might be a copy, it may not be serialized, but who cares? That's the problem. Without the scarcity, without the legitimate scarcity, the serialization means nothing. Nobody cares. Like, I'll just copy this and put that in my folder that I'll never look at ever again, but I know I have it. I don't know. To be fair, the Power 9 have held their value for about 20 years. Yeah, it's true. I'll give you that. No difference. It could have been printed many more times. They just chose not to. Well, Rembrandt could have... Well, actually, I guess you could say there's going to be subtle differences in, like, the strokes, and... So, Rembrandt couldn't exactly Then again, that's also not true. Rembrandt could have exactly copied it, and you know why I know that? Because there are very convincing forgeries of paintings out there. So, yeah, Rembrandt could have just created a bunch of copies of his own, too. And it's not like every print that comes off a machine is exactly the same either, otherwise there would be no PSA grading. So each one is also technically unique. So, I would argue a Rembrandt and this card are the same damn thing, just a different scale and a different skill. One is good marketing and the other was good artistry. I have to disagree. Trading cards have value in that you may get entertainment out of them, and like Joe was saying, are physical. You can actually own the thing and hold it. The physical owning thing is a moot point in 2023. You don't own all your dollars in cash. They don't exist. They are numbers in an account. That's true. I personally support going back to gold standard. You know why? Because there's actually something behind gold standard. Whether it's practical or not, it's obviously impractical, but at least, but you're focusing on very specific things. You're focusing on the dollar. Okay. What about these? These have value, inherent intrinsic value because of the material they're made out of. So the card's kind of like this. The card is made out of an intrinsic material. Yeah, sure, cardboard ain't worth much, but maybe someday somebody, it's post-apocalyptic, somebody needs to really wipe their ass and they want to be fancy about it. They really like the way the foil feels gliding across the old hole. You know? But, yeah, sure, a dollar bill has no value. No, well, the value is the reputation behind it, which is why the value of money fluctuates so much. And the debt behind it as well. But, so why are we comparing it to a dollar bill and not this? Food for thought. Like I said, I ain't gonna tell you. This is a journey you gotta take on your own. You gotta rationalize this yourself. Just because I have an opinion doesn't mean you gotta believe it. Doesn't mean it's gotta be the right one. I just have an opinion. I disagree. I think $1 million is horribly laughable. And I certainly hope the person who bought it feels dirty about that purchase for a while. But they probably won't, because they're willing to spend $1 million on a card, so they're probably proud of it. They probably also have another $50 million in the bank account. So who cares, I guess, but... Most you've ever played for an MTG card is a Liliana Dreadhorde General foil signed by a judge. Bought it for $30. I don't have any that are valuable. I bought a couple of booster packs once upon a time, used them, did not buy them as a collector's thing, so even if there was something valuable in there, they ain't valuable anymore. Sold your cards a long time ago. Smart. That's very smart text, too. Not supporting either. They're both dumb. It just feels funny to me that people have diametrically opposed opinions about them just because it became the popular thing to hate on for a while. I hate NFTs not because it's a popular thing to hate on. I've justified and rationalized my hatred for NFTs very thoroughly in the past. And I can justify why, as I just have. I don't feel the same way. Well, don't feel the same way is a strong set of words. I think they're both dumb. But I at least understand one of them, and I can see the extrinsic value of it. I understand it. I think it's dumb, but I understand it. And I do think there is more value there than in the other. They're both dumb, but there's a tiering system to stupidity. You enjoy playing MTG Arena? Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. If I got the special one ring, I am not giving it up unless you pay me millions enough for me to retire. Fair enough. I mean, it is a cool collector thing. Like, it's still cool, even if it is artificially scarce. Like, it's not $1 million cool, but it's a, oh, hey, I opened a pack and found it cool, you know? It's like, oh, hey, this is neat. I'll just add that to my little collection. I'll just slip it here into my little card sleeve, you know? It's neat in that capacity. And the capacity that you could find it, it's neat. Like a scavenger hunt, you know? In the capacity of it being worth $450, hell no. In the capacity of buying a booster pack you were going to buy anyway and finding it, that's pretty neat. Card isn't backed by anything, though. They just designed it and arbitrarily decided to print one of it instead of 10,000 for no reason apart from creating scarcity and increasing its value. Well, the same can be said about art. An artist can pretty closely replicate their own art. Rembrandt could have made 10,000 of the same painting if he lived long enough. It's an arbitrary point of discussion because it doesn't matter, because anything that could be applied to anything, legitimately anything. And then you've just reduced everything to pointlessness. We're getting nihilistic here. Oh. I'm starting to feel like a doomer. This is doomer country. Chat, roll up the windows and lock the door. We're in doomer country. Same level of dumb as the Weird Monkeys, no more, no less. No, definitely less dumb than the Weird Monkeys. Because like I said, there's a physical object here. You may not ascribe any personal value to it, but it does have intrinsic value because it is a physical object. Whether that's enough for you, don't know. Apparently not. For me, it's enough. Well, to play a sort of devil's advocate, TZ, the cards in this set are backed by the Tolkien estate. They're backed up by the franchise of Lord of the Rings and the popularity of the property. Fairly abstract, but yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. It is abstract, but it's backed by reputation, sure. Only one of it because of memes, because it's the One Ring. True. Greed ruined them. The tech idea behind them is very cool in concept. See, that's the problem. It can be cool in concept all at once, but when it fails to find any practical foothold, it's worthless. As a tech concept. Like, you could argue NFTs if they... Well, the problem is there was no securities in them against scamming and everything. And the irony of all the people who are in, it's decentralized, baby. Then they get their shit hacked or stolen. They're like, government, we need help. Help us. Our decentralized, we need your help. Come help us with our decentral. And nothing's ever decentralized. Like, the idea that is separate from government. Like, look at what happened to the value of Bitcoins and everything when the CCP was like, yeah, we're cracking down on this. The value tanked. Like, the market completely dropped out. Has it recovered yet? I doubt it. Like, nothing is truly desensitized, or not desensitized, decentralized, unless it is the core source of its own power and is above the power of other entities around it. The US government may not, or the CCP, or Putin, or my dog, none may have direct control over it, but all can influence it in a dramatic way all the same. Willfully. Which means its fundamental concept is flawed. The one main element of its value, realistic value, is pointless. It's a piece of paper with some ink on it. You know what else is a piece of paper with some ink on it? Art. It's thick ink. Or sometimes it's not even thick ink. The fact of the matter is... And this is just a piece of rock that came out of the fucking earth and somebody stamped a picture on it. At what point do we stop reducing? At what point are we gonna quit? Like, you could say that, again, about legitimately everything. Gold only has value because people think it looks pretty. If you take that away, gold still has technical uses, so it still has some inherent value. But its value drops a hell of a lot. And that card has some practical application too. Like I said, you could wipe your ass with it. You could set it on fire and use it for kindling. Number of things you could do with a card. You know what you can do with a cardboard card? There are some doors with really crappy locks. You can actually use a Pokemon card to unlock a door. I've done it before. So it can be used for lock picking, breaking an entry, you know? That's a practical use. That's inherent value. The card could have been printed in many more copies. They just chose not to. You can't. Yes, you can. We've already covered it. People can copy art to such an accurate degree, you have to have experts to verify you have real art. Yes, Rembrandt could have created many copies of his painting. Or any one of his paintings. He could have created as many copies as he wanted. Just like they could have created as many copies of this card as they wanted. It wouldn't be valuable. Exactly, but that's the point you're making. So why is the Rembrandt somehow more valuable or more reasonable than this card? You're trying to say one is better than the other. But they're not. They're the same thing. Just like a sculpture. Like, yeah, it may be made out of marble. The marble's the only thing valuable about it. The sculpture itself, the sculptor could have made 6 of them. 10 of them. 1 of them. Half of one. They could have finished it and smacked the damn thing with a shovel. That doesn't inherently affect the perceived value of the thing. It's just, it is what it is. Piece of paper with ink on it. You mean a dollar? Well, we've already kind of established dollar bills aren't a good example. Because their only value is based on reputation and how responsibly it's being spent. Or more specifically, how responsibly the entity behind it, or in this case government, is spending what they have of it. So that's about as, you know. But, like I said, the coins I keep using as an example, that's a better example because the coins have intrinsic value. Due to what they're made of and whatnot. But anyway, it's kind of it's just a weird point. The physical card is more inherently valuable than an NFT. You may not like the value, you may not see it being kindling as particularly valuable, or using it as some kind of a tool or an implement. Cardboard itself, yeah, sure, that's not particularly valuable, but it still has intrinsic value just because it is a physical material with physical properties. Yes, it is valuable because it is one of one. Well, so is the ring card. It's valuable because it's one of one. Because someone chose to only make one of it. It's the same thing as the paintings. It's the same exact concept. Art is also very dumb most of the time, so it's not like a standard to follow in most cases. Well, I agree with that, but it's kind of to the point where, like, your argument against this card having value but NFTs being the same, it's just... I just inherently disagree with the concept, but like I said, that's fine. This is something that it's not imperative people agree on this, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's an interesting point of discussion. It's a fun topic. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which one of us is right, because neither of us is right. Neither of us is wrong. It's a purely subjective matter. And at the end, it doesn't matter. Which is what makes it fun to think about, I guess. Anyway. Cards are backed by the players of the game. Once players stop, cards will rightfully return to cardboard. Well, yeah, that's fair too. But again, that kind of, you could say that about anything. As soon as copper is no longer industrially useful, if we find something to outright replace it, then copper's no longer useful either. It's no longer valuable. Once it's no longer serves a purpose, you know, unless you can find a purpose for it. However, there is something overlooked here. No, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I'm not going to jump down that one. We've already talked about this long enough. All right. That'll be a whole nother rabbit hole for another day.
Objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through.
Understood.
The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
You gotta tell us. We need to know how to start the next rant. Oh, God. I was just gonna say emotional value, too. Like, there's a lot of things we as people value that have no value to anyone else whatsoever because they don't have experience or emotion imprinted to it. Nostalgia is a good example. Do I have a good example of that? Here. Well, no, that's not a good example, because that could theoretically... Here. Here. It's a little statue here. Completely worthless. A cheap piece of junk. I love this statue. It's very valuable to me. I've had it a long time. It was given to me by somebody. And for a number of reasons beyond that point, I really like this statue. It's very important to me. It looks stupid. It's hideous. I'm not even sure what it's made out of. I think it's made out of... I think it's made out of pewter. I think it's made out of pewter. I guess pewter has some value, but not much. It's new, so it's not lead pewter either. It would be, whatever the modern pewter is. I don't actually know what they make modern pewter out of. I just know they stopped using lead a while ago. But anyway, nobody else gives a flying fuck about this. It has no value to anybody else whatsoever. The craftsmanship is gaudy. It's dumb looking. No value. Like, it's about as valuable as it is heavy. You could throw it at something. Maybe chase a bear off with it. That's about it. But it is very valuable to me. Sentimental value, exactly. I checked out Dave the Diver, and it looks delightfully memey. Wonderful. I have high hopes for that game. It's okay. Alright. Continuing on. We're not doing that. Let's see. Find Marshall. Where was Marshall? We have no idea. No idea. I have no idea where Marshall is. None. We do know it's not through that one passage, because I can't go through until Dr. Darling invites me, apparently. Parapsychology, I think parapsychology is going to be the way it ends up being. Yeah, alright. Lab. I can go into lab 1. I didn't even notice this last time we were down here. I just kind of ran past it. Alright, lab 1. What do we got in lab 1? Oh, this is the underground section, or part of it anyway, I think. Okay. This could actually be the way we need to go. Acoustic research, maybe not. No, this is not it. Oh, wait. That's our checkpoint in there, I think. That's familiar. Hello, Abby. How you doing? It's in the upper left corner, Joe. Research parasite. Research / parapsychology. You're absolutely right. It is. That is tough to read. Fair enough. Auditory experience 84.c. Poets of the Fall. My dark disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear in your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? 6. Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2. A or B. Day or night. Apple or orange. Burnout or fade away. Okay. Alright. Well, I can tell you, without hearing it, 2, A. This one's tough. I'm torn. I can't make up my mind. I can't choose one. Orange and Burnout. I don't know. I can't choose between day or night. Like, neither one of them is just jumping into my head. So, I guess... anyway. Now let's go listen to the song. Where... That's big. That's big. That's big. Alright, hold on. I gotta go turn the song on. And then we gotta recheck it. Did nothing happen? Oh. I'm assuming that didn't play when I hit the button because it's DMCA. Wait, is that actually a band? That's actually a band, isn't it? I thought it sounded familiar. That's why it didn't play when I turned the thing on. I have it set to not play DMCA music. Okay. Understood. Fair enough. Appear at your mind. Is that correct? Not a native speaker, but it seems... that is incorrect. I'm assuming... I don't know who made this game or where they're from, but I would assume they're fluent, but not necessarily a native speaker of English. Or it was just a weird typo. It could also just have been a weird typo. Or somebody wasn't thinking, geez, his health was just coming back, baby. Back and back and back. Ah, hell. Come back! I want to kill you! Come back! I'm not done yet! Got him. Oh, more. Ooh! Abort! Oh, it's you. Okay. Thanks for the ammo, buddy. Jeez! Oh, I didn't pick up the explosives. That's the problem with trying to pick up the explosives. The game is not very good about deciding, oh, wait, I should prioritize this dangerous thing that explodes. Instead, it prioritizes a piece of rubble from behind me. Yeah, that time it did. Return to sender. That... Oh, there's two of them. That explains it. They got regen. I gotta be able to take them out in one go, basically. Or they regain a lot of health very quickly. Okay. Just like that. Huge. Oh, did that grenade bug out? That grenade bugged out. It didn't explode. Cool. Okay, good headshots, good headshots. Yeah. He ducked it! I need to lucky a headshot here. Damn it, I didn't lucky a headshot. It's bad. Ooh, that one hit him dead on. He did not like that. Did not feel good in the tuchus. That missed entirely. Okay. I hit a wall. Bummer. Gotta make sure I clear the passage. God, he's just spamming him now. Oh, see, I tried to pick up the grenade. It picked up a rock instead. Out of juice. I feel like when there's dangerous objects around, it should just default to picking the dangerous objects up so you can get rid of them. Instead of just randomly picking something up. They should be like a high priority pickup. Alright. Is parapsychology where my demons go to get their PTSD therapy for having to deal with me? Probably. Sounds about right. I only speak English, and the way I speak, I'm sure most people think it's my second language. Me too sometimes, honestly. Okay, let's go. It's not great.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Well, we're definitely not going through that way. I can go that way. Can I sneak through over here? What's that? No, that's a intercom. I guess that's what we heard her talking through. Fair enough. Parakinesiology, astral exhibition, and parapsychology. I gotta go that way, but we're gonna have to go this way first. Apparently, I gotta go stabilize this area. It's a little messed up, as you can undoubtedly see. A little bit. They don't know I'm here yet. I can take the advantage. They know I'm here now. Okay, fair enough. Got a boost. Alright, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna take those dudes out. Okay, that's a start. I need to get the snipers. The snipers are gonna be a problem here. Where are they at? Okay, I don't know if that was one of them. I think it was, though. Rocket dudes are also a problem. Somebody coming up behind me. I know one was trying to move that way. I don't know if they made it, though. They got a snipper. Nope. Not today, buddy. Not today. Okay, that's a sniper down. Rocket dude missed with everything. Huge. That one hit. Okay. I hear explosives. Always promising. Oh, that homed in a lot better than I was anticipating. Jeez. Are we green? We're green. Do a little wiggle. That doesn't seem good. What is that? I can't even tell what that... It doesn't seem good, though. I don't even know what the hell it is. It's kind of like a weird... Uh-huh. Any relation? They were into some weird stuff down here. Real weird. Emergency call supplement. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher, 911, what is your emergency? Voice, hello, hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? Dispatcher, I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? Voice, I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Dispatcher, ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? Voice, I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Dispatcher, go where, ma'am? Voice, go. Gone away. Dispatcher, okay. And can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? No. Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. It's stuck in the wires. I wonder if she got out. What do you think happened to her? You think she found an exit? Is it like the Matrix? Oh, God. It's the Matrix, isn't it? Are these dodgeball mannequins? That one's playing a very different game of dodgeball than the rest of them. Janitor's been in there. Apparently there was a bit of a mess. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fascinating.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau.
Uh-huh.
Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
While you're on English, can you just hate on would of? Feels like it appeared overnight and took over completely. I barely ever see would have, would of anymore, and it pains you greatly. Would of or would have? I don't know, that was weird because they both feel right to me, so I don't know. Neither one feels odd, and I wouldn't think twice of it hearing either of them in conversation. I don't hear would of terribly often over here, though, thinking about it. Most native speakers stateside here usually just go would have. Or would have. Sometimes they just leave out the H, especially down here in the South. Where you ain't got time for them H's, you know? You got a lot of complex thoughts, when you're down here in the South, so you really gotta, is that a... See, now that's a more fascinating AWE. What the hell is that? Looks like those are giant spindly legs over on the side, maybe, or like fingers or something, and that looks like an index finger. Or a pointy finger with a light coming out of it. Is that E.T.? Cool. Would have, or would of. Strictly speaking, would of is slang rather than proper grammar. So, the reason would of exists is because would of, like when you conjoin would and have, sounds more like would of. The interesting part is, it doesn't save you any effort, any time. It's more of a bunch of people probably misunderstood would have as a, what's the term called? A conjunction? Yeah, or whatever. Whatever grammatical term you want to go with there. Contraction? What the hell's the term called? I haven't had to think about this since 2nd grade. Because nobody actually, unless you're actually like teaching grammar or discuss it regularly, there's no reason to even think about what it's called. Contraction, that's the one. Yeah, okay. Not conjunction. Conjunction is kind of similar, but not exactly the right term. Yeah, contraction. So it would have had to have come from, I guess, somebody who isn't familiar with the word separated. So maybe the introduction of would have being contracted to... I don't know, that's weird. How would that... Because it's not a practical thing. It's not because it's easier or it flows better. So it's got to have more of an exposure source, you know? It came from somebody not familiar being exposed to the idea of would of in verbal conversation without knowing what it looks like written. So maybe somebody learning to, or a collective group of people learning to speak English, but not having any conception of what it looks like written, or just by going off of, I don't know, how would that have come about? That's kind of interesting. Huh. Funny. But anyway, it's probably not something anyone who learned to write and speak English together as a package deal would do, or would say, most likely. So that would be more of somebody who learned how to speak English without necessarily learning how to read or write it would default to, just because it sounds right. Would have.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
What thing? The hell is that? What is it? I can't even tell what the hell it is. Spooky. Is it a lemming? What if I let it just destroy the whole room? Trying to minimize the flashing lights while it does its thing, but I also kind of want to look at it, so it's a tough call on that one. It's like a little baby tornado blasting around down there. It makes a wonderful noise. Oh god, its gravitational force can affect the room I'm in. Huge. So the things it's destroying are almost set up to look like elements or aspects of the astral plane. So whatever that thing is, its goal and intent is to destroy the astral plane. It's in a white room with a hanging black pyramid, and it's got a bunch of things that look like the astral, like the physical elements of the astral plane. And it's just going around trying to destroy them all. Interesting. They were clearly doing some research. Sounds really happy to see you. Yeah, I know. It's like an excited little critter or something with the noises it's making. Like a dog that can't quite manage its emotions and is kind of excited whimpering. Well, let's head in that general direction, I suppose. I'm sure that'll be a good time. I hear a control point. It's that way. Wait, the control point's over here. Wait. The control point's through that door. I can't get to it. Wait, did I miss it? Was it? Oh yeah. I forgot to cleanse it because I was thinking and talking. Or wait, did I cleanse it? I don't know. Anyway. Any new countermeasures I can pick up? Any I can... No? Understood. Can I make the thing yet? I can make the thing yet. Good. Do it. Alright, we're gonna try that puppy out. Pierce is precise with a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Well, let's find out. Anything specifically for it? Exclusive to Pierce. Damage while aiming? Oh, versus hip firing. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Damage while aiming, yeah. So damage against armor, damage while aiming. It's called Pierce, so one would assume it's good against armor. We'll see. I'll find out. I'll get to the bottom of it. Oh, I get to shoot it twice, and then it's out of ammo. Okay, so reload speed might be important for this puppy. We'll see. I'm going in. Somebody must free the beast. Is it working? I have no idea how to defeat this thing. I threw something at it. I don't think it helped. Oh, hold on, I know what I need to do. And then blasting it with that disables it for a second. And makes it go critical. Perfect. Yeah. It's indestructible. I cannot defeat the beast. Hello? What's this do? Oh. Yeah, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Pushy button. Oh, that just opens it. All right, well, cool. Fascinating. What's this one do? Nothing. It beeps at me. Angrily. Oh, that thing is upset. It's got a little bit of an attitude problem. Hello. I found the loot. This better be good loot. Actually, that's pretty good loot. Okay. Fair enough. That doesn't work. I'm going. I'm out. Peace. Oh, wait. Should I hit this and then go through? Can I... Nope. That's a bad idea. Now, you just stay in there. You're doing great. It can follow me. That's not good. Oh, my God. That hurt. All right, we're going to bait it so I can close the door behind me, I think. Oh, wait. What's over here? Hello. Oh. I can go in a circle. I'm supposed to trap it in here. Oh, I see, I see. Understood. Nope, that's... okay, alright. That's fair. You don't want to let it get close to you. It hurts a little bit. So we gotta somehow trap it in that little chamber. Understood. Huh. Fair enough. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a little video here I didn't watch. Actually, do we have anything else in here? I didn't really do a thorough look around. No, yeah, I missed some lore over here, too. Okay. What do we got? Astral Exhibition. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space, similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals. We hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Okay. Oh, okay. Understood. Got it. Alright, fair enough. So that thing in there is an astral spike. Makes sense.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Well, good thing one of those hasn't hitched back in my noodle. Probably not. Actually, there's plenty of space in there. It's like a wide open environment. Oh, that's one of those things off in the distance. That's the astral plane. I thought those were like buildings in a cityscape, but no, that's astral plane. So they got footage of that monster in the background. Oh, that's spooky. All right, buddy, round 2. Let's do it. I got your number this time. I guess. Okay, how the hell am I gonna loop it in? I'm gonna close that door first and foremost. Oh, that closes both of these doors. Crap. Okay, I know what to do. I got it. I think. Make it follow me. Make it follow me. Yeah. And then I quickly zip around. Oh, no. It cut me off. It knew the plan. How did it know the plan? It was privy the whole time. God, can I get it in this hallway? It might not be allowed to come in this hallway, actually. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't come in the hallway. Alright. Okay, so how do I get it to come in here and then close it out? Without dying. That's the tricky part. It's always without dying. I just had to get it to go far enough in. Understood. Okay.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Just some basic research. Nothing to worry about. I got to keep my loot right. Looks like it. Sure did. You think it was kind of just insulted? Like, they think I'm gonna think this is the astral plane? Are you kidding? Well, let me show them what I think about their stupid little models. Oh, wow. 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 +5. That's a big deeps increase. Wow. Okay, damage while aiming. Is there anything that can increase reload speed? Yeah, reload speed. Let's go with that instead, actually.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Yeah, I'm coming. Chill. Working on it. Oh, juked me. Somebody just appear behind me. Okay, one problem down. Strong. Ow! Wait, how did that not hit? Too many rockets. There's like 3 of them over there firing the damn thing. Hey, buddy. Fuck. You do. Hey, the hero. He just like, I'm just gonna go around and sneak up on him real quick. Wonder if I have to retrap the thing. Probably not. I think it's resolved. Hopefully. Yeah, we're good. I need to destroy that. That's what's giving him the buff, I think. Okay. Yeah, alright, cool. Reload, reload, reload. Oh, they interrupted me. Not well enough, though, I'm afraid. Oh, okay. Hang on, that's right. Got one. Okay. Thought he was gonna keep moving. Crap. There's a third one down there. Okay, I did say there were 3 last time. That checks out. Wait, who else left? Is somebody beneath me? There might be somebody beneath me. Alright, let's go take a look. I'm ready for him this time. Probably somebody stuck somewhere. Sure. Or another chair dude who hasn't activated yet. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this health. Hello? 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 Well, that didn't intimidate anyone out. Hello? Oh. Okay. Actually, here's my chance to test this. Hang on. Back on for a second. Where'd he go? Where's the big boy? Alright, we'll take that guy out quick so he's not in my way. Where's Big Daddy? Wait, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's pretty effective. It just busted his armor and a lot of his health. I think I got a headshot with it, though. Melee'd his ass. Okay. That'll do. Wow. Talking about fighting with your brain. This is mine. I call dibs. Is there a lore reason for her getting back from the dead? Wait, her getting back from the dead.
We've encountered heavy resistance.
Who's back from the dead?
Falling back to the lock department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Oh, sounds like they're having a great time. Lucky. Alright, I did complete a Pierce maneuvers. Wow, wow, wow. It was garbage. What else we got, sir? I don't have that yet. Executive maintenance incursion. Blech. This one's just kill a bunch of things. It's nothing specific. I prefer the ones that aren't specific. Alright, let's get the lore quick. What we got? I feel like there's going to be a lot of it in here. Rethinking Groupthink. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the Parapsychology Department carried out variations of Solomon's Oschk. Solomon Oschk's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. The Protag girl, since it saves your progress, I assume her dying still happens and it doesn't just reload last save. No, it's just suspension of disbelief. Because if she died, it would be, like, there would be no game, you know? They'd have to make a very different game. It would be called a roguelite. So, instead, it's suspension of disbelief. You didn't die. This didn't happen. Try again. A captive audience. Okay. Investigate the... Okay. Hypnosis lab. Oh. Astronauts information. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP-18 for details. And the Hypnosis Lab, a section of the Parapsychological Division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes, known as dives. Dave, I'm looking at you. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. It's a mind-blowing experience for some of you. Cool. Mind-blowing. Whoops. I didn't mean to break that. Okay. That's probably fine. I don't think anyone's going to miss it. Kind of missed opportunity with all this supernatural stuff happening all around. Kinda. It's just something you don't... A lot of devs just probably don't even think about anymore, considering it's just so, you know, ingrained in how all of this works. But yeah, it could be like a timey-wimey thing. Sort of. Or maybe they will explain it later on. Who knows? I guess I haven't seen the whole game. Precognitive powers. Nadine, send this to research for analysis. Read my precognitive powers. Urgent. Dr. Darling. Last night I had a dream. In the dream, I was given the solution to a staffing problem I'd been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I can only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research teams. We must utilize my powers for the greater good. Signed, Mr. Francis Bertram. So we talked about nihilism earlier. This is the other big N. This is narcissism. Oh, God. Any other cool stuff down here before we move on? Anything else? It doesn't look like it. Not down here anyway. Let's check down on the bullpen. Hypnosis lab. I need to go in there for the side quest anyway. Side mission. Secondary objective? Curiosity. That's what they should start calling side quests in games. Forget all these gamey terms. Just call it curiosities. Because that's basically what it is. Curiosities or interests. You could even call it side interests if that's what you want. Just better, more, less, gamifying terminology for side quests. Because quest, outside of like a fantasy or fantastical setting, just doesn't feel right. Missions, I guess, makes a little more sense. We're in a bureau capacity, so you could get away with missions, but this isn't really a mission either. My character's just kind of curious. Like, there could be power in there that I could bind to, so I should go check it out. It's like, it's an interest or a curiosity. Side interest would probably be the best term for this game, honestly. Okay, was there anything down here? I don't trust that. The hiss is in it. Gotta take it out. Yeah, that one too. Executive. Major targets are actually kind of fun. Probably not gonna go for it, though. Let's focus. I'll accept it, but... Recording chair procedures. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened to the chair. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the recording process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. 3. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. 4. Activate the recording apparatus. 5. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder: do not be alarmed if the length of recording footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. That seems reasonable enough. That would explain all the dudes with the hoods and stuff. Yep. That's, the hoods seemed very, you're about to be executed, or I'm an executioner. Which is, it's definitely a little odd, but, yeah, no, it makes more sense now, yeah. Yeah, good thing they explained that one, because I was finding it a tad weird. Alright, what we got? We got astral, we got some stuff over here. That looks like it goes a little ways. This looks like it's more contained, so we'll go to our little side objective first. That might actually be where we call it for the evening, depending on how long it takes, as well. Am I right? Is this actually self-contained? Yeah, it is. It's just a small little room. Probably going to get in a fight. We're going to do another astral.
I see it.
What
Another object of power?
What we're looking at?
Just standing there.
Was
mesmerized by it.
Chad, I'm noticing something critical here. None of these people are wearing an HRA. These are hostile entities. Probably. Probably not. Oh yeah, they're dissipating. They were hiss after all. But whatever the hypnosis is, it's like it suppresses the hiss. 'Cause they weren't having that like hiss effect, you know? Well, they were definitely hiss. Huh. Interesting. Weird. Okay, what's in here? Brain scans, perfect. Who doesn't like a good brain scan? I love them. I try and get at least 2 a day. Is this gonna turn it off? What's the point of this room other than this? Wait, up, down, left, right, back. Hello? Wait. Is that what I want? Is that good? Well, hello? Oh. Is that it? Well, maybe I should figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here before I just start pushing buttons. Okay, alright. Out of office, Monday, 10 a.m. Okay, any clues? Any symbol? We're looking for a symbol, I guess. Looking for a... yeah. File these urgent. Review, copy... maybe that symbol? So that's what? 2, 3. Okay, fill the top and 1 at all the others? Okay. 1, 2, fill the top. 1, 1. No, that's a different shape. That fills in differently. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. I think I see. Hang on. There it is. That's it now. Okay, so I did that. Oh, what if it's... Hold on. What if it's... There it is. Okay, I had to fill it in properly. Got it. Wait, what did that do, though? Hello? Control. I unlocked something. Classified. Okay, what did I unlock? That door. Excellent. Passage seems to be a tad blocked. There's a bunch of other ones, but these are all red herrings because they're not correct, or like misprints or whatever. Interesting. Any out here? No, okay. Well, figured it out.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut, first class. And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in a dream. Personal injury, corporeal entanglement,
that's how I get all my results.
Collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia.
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary.
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
So that's telling us kind of the instructions. It's what we need to do. Screw it, I'm just gonna go in. This is the X-ray box, huh? Yeah, I don't really need anything extra. I'm going in! I've done this a number of times, it's fine. Alright, what is my new power? Use seize to complete. I can seize. I don't know how to seize, though. What's the seize button? How do I seize? What's the seize button? That's not it. Oh, F? No, that's melee. Oh, enemies at low health. Are they at low health? Oh. It's painful. Why does it all hurt so bad? Oh, I see, and then it gives me a prompt. Okay, I see. I got it. Then that. We'll fight alongside Jesse. Good. You think they'll give me any health, though? I just walked around the corner and that was it. Corporeal untangling. Yeah, well, you know, two people go into an astral plane together and then they come out as one person. And you gotta untangle that. It's a mess. It's like when you know, you mess up the way you tied your, like, gym shorts, and then you try and pull the string to get them loose, and then suddenly you're just left with a horrible knot because you tried a little too hard to unpull it because you're like, oh, it's just kind of hitched it where it loops. I'll just pull a little harder, it'll pop out. But that's like you misloop something somewhere, and now you've just got a horrible knot that's really pulled in tight. That's corporeal untangling in a nutshell, essentially. You're mine now. Oh, he can keep shooting me while I do that. That's tough. Okay, we'll get this health. I got it. How many do I need? I will take both of you. You will both help me. Yes. Any more? Any more want to come out and play? It's tough. That gold one's... He's a tough cookie. Oh. He wasn't that tough, I guess. The X-ray is now bound. Validated. Whee! I don't think there's ever any, like... Who the hell died over here? Wait, who died over here? Maybe the gold ran over there. That's where he succumbed. Fair enough. But it takes a long time to, you know, scope those ones out. Seize them up real good, real quick. Oh, maybe that's why there were a bunch of them out there. Oh, the oop. The oop is gone. Oop, I did it again. It's not here anymore. Yeah, then these guys would have been hostile had I not taken them out before. Okay, fair enough. Wow, I have a new power, and it's so cool. They want me to use it here, though, so there's still going to be a big fight on the other side of this door. Huge fight. Like, you've never seen a fight this big. Crazy how... It's like a fight right out of Lord of the Rings. Just enemy everywhere. Disappointing. But which room am I... Is this like another small isolated... I think it is. Alright, well, I'll check it out quick, I guess. Sure. Hello? Hello? What happened in this lab? What are they doing? Sensory tank. Oh. Darling here. Some of you were curious why I had these sensory deprivation tanks installed. I thought I'd shed some light on the subject. Maybe some of you have heard of a Dr. Yoshimi Tokui. Tokui? The man behind the hugely popular guided imagery experience tapes. Apparently, his tapes go beyond the normal meditative qualities of such things, but create genuine hallucinatory visions in some listeners. Or so the reports say. We brought these tanks in to test Dr. Takui's tapes for ourselves. Plus, there may be some stress-relieving uses for the staff down the road. I think we could all benefit from some time in a dark and closed space, don't you? If you have any more questions, feel free to stop by my office. You know where it is. Yeah, I could use a sensory deprivation tank right now, that's fair. What was that? Case files. X-ray light box. Oh, right. No unique procedures needed to contain the X-ray light box. The OOP-18. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's Redacted. The seized individual becomes, and then immediately in the next line they tell you exactly what was redacted. It's tough. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. The effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted as a result of the psychic trauma die as a result of that. Die, or that's a small redacted. Actually, that redacted is too big for die. But it's too small for any other word I can think of. Expire? Explode? Nah, it's probably die. There's probably enough space in there. Unlive. The object has no current binder. A janitor named Redacted bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in Redacted. Soon, the building's occupants were redacted by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to Redacted, the perpetrator, and Redacted, the item. Fatalities numbered in the Redacted. For operational details, see Case 26 HQ 452. Understood. Does this room just have a bunch of lore in it? Okay, match the shapes. I wonder if this is gonna be important at some point. Yeah, probably not. Dr. Yoshimi Takui, a Japanese citizen residing in Tokyo, has produced a series of guided imagery experience audio recordings that have gained notable popularity around the globe. Due to his unusually swift rise in fame, along with reports of vivid redacted accompanying the use of his tapes, investigation sector staff were asked to look into Dr. Takui's background. We found no past incident with an altered occurrence, nor any evidence of involvement with an altered organization. However, agents that attended a signing event reported redacted when hearing Dr. Takui speak. We recommend that the research team obtain an audio recording of Dr. Takui's voice and perform any and all relevant analysis. Based on the findings, the investigation sector will determine the next steps regarding Dr. Takui, as well as his eligibility for the Prime Candidate program. So, Prime Candidate being potential director replacements. Understood. Dies? Oh, yeah, the extra S there, yeah. Dies. Yeah, it's probably it. That extra S makes it just long enough, I think, with the extra spacing around it. Wait, some of these tanks are in use. 2 of these tanks are in use. I think the red ones are in use. Hello? These recording devices are usually lore, but there's no lore here. Oh. It could be bugged. Or a reused asset. That's possible, too. Sturdy. So there's absolutely no point to this room, huh? Oh. Actually, we might need to come back here at some point. That might be why that one's open. Seize duration. Seize an additional enemy. Seize large enemies when their health is low. Yeah. I don't know. Seize kind of feels weird to use. I'll probably just not use it, realistically. It takes too long to seize somebody. Plus, you gotta get them low first. It's a whole mess. Yeah, it could be a good distraction, but I don't need to upgrade it for that. And apparently they die when they're done being seized, so, you know. Why are the resource costs for these skills merging? That's 1, 3. Cool. What was I working on? Right. I wanted to keep working down here. That's 8. So I'm going to keep saving points, actually. That'd be kind of handy. And then we want shield barrage. So I can actually get some use out of my shield. Alright. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for today then, chat. We had a good run. Making some nice progress. What was that? It was about 3 hours of control. That's not too bad. Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. So we're gonna do more Terraria tomorrow. Ooh. See if we can't make our way to the second boss. Make some progress. The UI there is not great, but it doesn't always line up as it looks like. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. I'll catch you tomorrow. The 8 cost upgrade you want requires you to go down from the... Oh, from the... Okay, I see. Understood. Got it. Fair enough. Yeah, I probably just missed the dash. Got it. Well, thanks for the observation. See you guys tomorrow.